Air racing history began at the turn of the 20th century. A race that saw only 2 pilots start, but with no one crossing the finish line. 100 years later, aviation has taken a massive turn. The RedBull air race is one of the most successful stories in the world of air racing. The idea was conceived in 2001. The aim? To develop a brand new aviation race that would challenge the ability of the world's best pilots. A race that was not just about speed, but also about precision and skill. The events have been held over water, through cities, airfields and natural wonders across the globe. A Grand Prix in the sky. Welcome to the Lausitz Speedway on the outskirts of Dresden in Germany. This weekend it is hosting the last air race of the 2010 World Series. And alongside the tens of thousands of spectators here in the Speedway, there's also millions of people watching live online. Pilots who've become household names and are arguably some of the best pilots on the planet. I've got the enviable task of immersing myself in this incredible world. In the very beginning, this was a new world for the pilots. From aerobatics to speed, navigating through a course at 300 kilometers per hour.
We all knew about how to fly airplanes. We knew how to fly airplanes to the limit, but not in this kind of style. It was normally unlimited aerobatics and a whole selection of different maneuvers.
Style points involved. There's no judges here holding up scorecards. It's just the clock running. It's pretty simple what the game is. It's just to go as fast as you can.
Simple maybe, but the pressure, undeniable. To run an event of such high intensity requires the best men for the job. At the beginning, the air race saw 200 people behind the scenes. Since then, the army has grown. From downtown New York to the natural wonders of the world, 360 aviation professionals across the continent make sure each race is run smoothly. And I was intrigued to meet these guys. What's your background? How did you end up in this position? Because it's an enormous responsibility.
I'm belonging to the Austrian Air Force. I'm fighter pilot on the Eurofighter in the Austrian Air Force. I'm still active duty, but I was flying display on fast jets for about 5 years.
It feels like it's got more of a military feel than a kind of sporting feel in terms of organisation.
Yes, it is. I can say, I think about 80% of the aviation department is active or former military.
What's the biggest challenge you face with air race as race director?
The weather. Unfortunately, it's an outdoor sport, and this is the only thing which we can't rule. It's just there. And then we have to be careful how far we can go. For instance, we are not allowing any rain because it changes the aerodynamic of the aircraft dramatically. And in such a course where you're just turning all the time, the stalling speed is an issue.
Can you break it down? What is the stalling speed?
The stalling speed is where the laminar airflow, which is normally very soft over the wing and lifts the wing for that the aircraft is staying in the air, is moving to the side and leaving the wing. So if it leaves the wing, you don't have any lift anymore, and the aircraft falls down. Yes.
So much to take on board. I definitely underestimated what was involved. Traditionally, everyone views air traffic control as a very high-stress occupation. Is it any less so because it isn't commercial here?
No, I wouldn't say so. I would say that even we are better.
Yeah?
Because smaller airfields usually they have rules and air traffic control, but you know there seems to be some flexibility where for us, you know, we really need to be professional and on the minute. And there is no left and right, there is one line, and this one we are going.
How many have you got in the air at any one time?
3 aircraft we have. We have one flying through the track, another one is waiting to be next, and one already has finished the track flying, is in the cool down lap, just to run down the temperature on the engine to get ready for landing. So okay. 3 at any one time.
So the plane that's waiting to land, the engine's too hot to land straight away?
Yeah, that's exactly, because think about it, when they go through the track, they go full power, and the cooling openings are really small, just to reduce the drag, so the engine gets really warm. This is not something you can hold for a long period of time, and you need to fly at a reduced throttle setting just to cool it down with ram air, and then you can land.
But what about the pilot's true Achilles heel, the pylons? If they hit one, unwanted seconds are added to their time.